Hi, I'm going to take you through working with your bin data in Google Sheets, which is a little bit tricky in some ways, but I think, again, once you get used to the different menus, I think it becomes a little bit easier. Hopefully you can see what I have listed here. These are the bins that we used in class, and the magnitude used for plotting is basically the midpoint of those bins. We've got 2, 4.6, 6, 7.4, and if you remember to calculate, and this is something that you would have to calculate, the magnitude you use to plot, you take the average of your values that are bigger than 8 centimeters and put it there. In this case, for this, I just made up a data set here. Really nice one, I have to say. 25 less than 4, 9 that are between 4 and 5.3, 7, 4, and 1. So there's only one event, and that's where that 9.5 comes from. Then I went ahead and I just did a really simple formula. So I just took your n value and divided it by 145 seconds, because that's the total time, at least for this made up earthquake machine run. It was the total run time for the entire experiment was 145 seconds. And then I could just copy and paste that all the way down. And so I have my n per year, which, if you remember, that's equivalent of probability. So it'd be like 17.2% probability that you'll have a magnitude slip event of less than 4, up to, in this case, less than 1% chance that you're going to have an earthquake greater than 8 in this system. All right, now to actually graph it, if you remember, you're just graphing magnitude versus your number of events per year. And this should be familiar. You insert a chart. It always seems to choose the wrong type of chart. You want a scatter plot. All right, and so you can see that that looks good. But if you remember, when you actually think about the titles, and let me go ahead and change that. I want to center that. So that is now centered. I'm in chart axis and titles here under customize. So as far as the labels go, that's good. But the other thing that you were supposed to do is you were supposed to, and I just clicked on the vertical axis here. So the little vertical axis drop down showed up. Now if you look at the whole system and say, okay, well, I want a log scale, and initially that looks pretty good, but the problem, hopefully you can see, is that you have data points that are falling off of your scale, and you do not want that. And this is something that I am not quite sure why Google Sheets does that, but I'm going to go ahead and choose low enough value so that our lowest value will be on the chart, and let me make that a little bit bigger. There we go. And we also want our highest value to be on the chart, and so we are going to use 1.00. And now you can see everything shows up on that chart. We could even have made it, and let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to make that 0.500, because all our data still show up on that. All right, so that looks good. You can see that the low magnitude has a higher n per year, whereas the high magnitude event has a lower n per year, so lower probability. So there's our vertical axis, but let's go ahead and mess with the horizontal axis as well, because again, if you look, we are missing, I'm going to move our minimum to 0 and our maximum to 10, so that we actually have all of our data showing up clearly on our plot. So now we've got a plot that makes a little bit more sense. The other thing that you need to do, if you remember, is to add a trend line. So if you click on that data, it opens up the series tab, and we want to add a trend line. But you can see that's a linear trend line, but what you want to remember is we just made this a log scale. So if you try and use a y equals mx plus b, but you've messed with that y-axis, it looks bizarre. You instead want an exponential line, and an exponential, when you make the y-axis logarithmic, actually shows up as a straight line, which is kind of a cool thing. And we do want an equation. So hopefully you can see here it's 0.353 E, and remember the E here is an actual number. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like 2.7128 something, raised to the negative 0.357 power x. So when you actually, if you wanted to calculate, like if you, let's say, said for a magnitude 3, what would the n per year value be, you would actually plug in for x 3, and that would give you a value in probability of what that value would be. And then your r squared value, you can see here I chose very well. My r squared value is almost 1. It's 0.993. I don't think that anybody's going to get anything like that, but you know, since I get to make up the data in this case, it's pretty close to perfect. In general, though, I hope that you have a better idea now on how to plot, how to create a log axis, how to plot your data and add a trend line, and how to adjust your maxes and mins for your two axes in Google Sheets. If you do have any questions, let me know.